Well, I've been having a lot of fun with just acoustic blues lately, that kind of stuff. And I wanted to give you a little bit more depth on this one. I showed you guys just a minute ago. I did a video where we went from a very simple, which is great, by the way. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of songs do that. And if you're familiar with that kind of, it's a blues shuffle really in the key of E. But if you take that apart and or if you start adding to it, embellishing it a little bit, it gets, I think, a little more interesting because it gives a rise and fall with harmony and rhythm to the blues, which I think is important, especially if you're singing or whatever. You want a verse and a chorus to lift and fall. And so what I'm doing, I'm going to show you today is, I think I showed you guys in my last lesson how to go from this to this. And I think that's pretty effective, actually. Okay, I'm going to add to that now, and I'm going to take you through both E, A, and then we're going to turn around on the B7. But because I like to do a complete, round, so you're able to use it. Blues you can use, I call it. But here's we go. So with the first move, as I showed you last time, is the second fret of the A string, first fret of the G string, and you pick it up like this. Okay. Now I'm moving up to the fourth fret of the A string and the second fret of the G string. Now we're going to expand up to the fifth fret of the A string with your third finger and the fourth fret of the G string with your second finger. Okay? So there's a total of 3 moves, 1, 2, 3. And what this does is it takes the place of when you go, which again, nothing wrong with that. But oftentimes in the blues, what I noticed is I won't do that fifth fret thing, that D note. I won't add that, which is the 7th. I won't add it till I'm ready to make a change to A, and you'll see what I mean in a second when I explain this. But for instance, if I was doing it in the more simplistic method, I would go, I'd kind of hang there for a minute. And then when I get ready to make a change, I'd go like, and that a 7th a lot of times indicates a change. It indicates time to move to the next chord, right? Kind of pulls you there. So if I did that with the little configuration I just showed you, the little pinch thing, it would sound like this. Sorry. There it is. And you're just sort of hanging out singing or whatever. And then you might make you move. And then that's going to take me to the A chord. And now I'm going to show you a way to do the very same voicing, but in the key of A, which is the 4 chord to E. It's where you're going to go generally. Okay. Now, I covered that in the last lesson where you go from here, which is the 2 of both the D and the G string with the second and third finger respectively. And then you move that second finger up to the 4 on the D string, and the first finger picks up the 3rd fret on the B string. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the next move, which is the 5th fret on the D string and the 5th fret on the B string with your second and third finger. See that? That's your third move. So in the same way that we did it in E, 1, 2, 3, we're going to use the same pattern, and I'm going to approach that last third move as a way to signal I'm going back to the 1 chord. So you'll hear it in a minute when I play it. So it would sound something like this. I'll do it slow. And then I'm going to go up. That you can feel the tension build there. It takes you to you want to go back to the home chord. And then back to that root of E. And then you're still in the same kind of mode. And now you do it again. And that's going to indicate we want to go to the 5 chord now. That's just where it wants to go. And I just strum a B7th. I don't even worry about it anyway. There's other ways to do that, but I don't worry about that. I just hit a B7th in blues style, let it ring out a little bit. I'm singing, which I'll do later if I feel up to it. It's kind of early here on Maui. And then go back to that A form, and I would do all the way up. Okay? Because you're only there for a sec. And then drop down into that E again. I'd go all the way up on that one too, I'd go. And if you want, you can turn around. That's nothing more than an A chromatic walk up. You know, A, A1, A2, and then the last part you land on that B7. So hopefully that takes you to the resolve, right, which is the 5 chord. So the 5 chord in this case is a B7. So you got E, A, E, B7, A, E, and then you do a turnaround, ba-da-da, back to that B chord. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and play through that slowly for you, so that, because I think it's important for you to hear both the groove and the change. I mentioned last time, never sacrifice the groove in pursuit of a note. Boy, ain't that the truth. God, I've heard that done many times, and I've probably done it myself many times, where I'll be searching after a note, and it's like, you know what? It ain't worth it to lose the groove. So keep that in mind when you're playing this stuff. So if I'm playing this particular thing I just showed you, I would play it like this, and I'm gonna embellish it a little bit on the second time around to show you where you can go with this. And if you're interested in that stuff, you like this kind of music, at jimmydillon.com/free, I got a bunch of free stuff for you in this mode, in this style, I should say. And then I also have some courses that are available if you want to go way deep with it. And there's lots of stuff there that'll hopefully pick your interest. But let me play through this, and I'm going to do it slow first, then I'm going to pick up the tempo a little bit, and I'll do some connective tissue in there and show you some color you can add to your acoustic blues. So it'll be something like this. Just hanging out, right? I'm going to go up. Now I'll go to my A. And up, back to E, and then back up again, indicating a change, and then the B7th, back to the A, 7th, and up, and then all the way up, and then turn around. Okay? And now I'm going to do that very same thing I just did for you with a little more tempo, and I'm going to maybe add some embellishment and see where it goes. I don't know what I'm going to do until I do it. So here we go. Let's try it. So that's my good morning blues lesson for today. I'm sitting in my garden on Maui, man. I'm just happy to be alive. What can I tell you? I'm getting old. I'm getting old, but when I play the guitar, I feel young. I don't know what that's about. I still feel like the 16-year-old kid that first picked it up. And I'm always happy to share what I know with you. You know, I'm not the most technically theory-based kind of teacher, but you know, I do think I have something to share, and I'm happy to share it with you. So come and visit me, jimmydillon.com/free if you want something free, and then check out my courses, and We'll see you down the road. Aloha.